Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Money Side, and we'll be back at it again for another video. And we know 2K25 is right around the corner, y'all. I know y'all itching to hop in the game and make about 10 players before you make the right one. Trust me, I've been through it. But there's 5 things that I use to make a great player. So let's go ahead and get into this. Yo, you're back. Let's get into it. So look, these are 5 things that I use to make a great player. Now, there's a whole, I don't even have the game yet. Let's get that out of here. I wasn't one of them that they chose, but it's okay, because I'm gonna keep grinding. I ain't mad. But look, I don't have the game. There's a bunch of people out there making builds that aren't necessarily off the true game. So how do we know? How do I know how to make a good player? There's 5 key things that I use. Now what's number 1? Number 1, identify your play style. First of all, what type of play style am I gonna have? Am I gonna be somebody that likes to go and dunk the ball? Am I gonna be somebody that's gonna like rapping, sitting in the corner, right? Am I gonna be the play caller? Depend on what type of play style do you have? Me? You wanna know what type of play style I have? ISO. I can be the shooting guard ISO. I can be the secondary ball handler, right? I'm the type of player that can go out there. I'll have 10 assists, 20 assists, and walk away with 10 points. I don't give a damn, but we gotta have that dub. I guarantee you that. We better have that dub. We walk away with 20 assists, boy. But what type of play style do you identify with? Are you just strictly somebody that like to slash the ball? You feel me? You wanna be backdoor cutting, right? You wanna be high flying off the oops, right? You want to set the screen, bail to the basket, catch the oop with them. Identify your play style. All right. Number 2, choose the right build. Now, what does that mean? How can I choose the right build, bro? Look, simple. Don't go off of all these other people. Now, I will say some of these people are creditable. Joe knows. And I don't necessarily need to name all of them. Badge Plug, Brutal Sim, right? All City, right? I can keep going off. You feel me? These are people that are creditable people in the 2K community that have always built. They time and time again they hit. They don't miss. So I wouldn't say these people are technically making false, and a lot of them haven't even. Well, I would say. Maybe only, I think what was Joe Knows. I don't think Badge Plug was invited. So Joe Knows made builds. And I would say this, right? This is my opinion. How the hell do you know what build is going to be good if you don't have the full game? I know you guys are going off of like the NBA players. You're playing with Kyrie. So it's like, okay, these are his dribble 6, but we also got to remember they have different badges that we won't have. So it's going to be completely different. You can't necessarily say, for the sake of content, I completely understand you. Make your bag, my guy. But for the sake of you making a great player that's actually gonna make an actual effect day 1, this is what you need to do. Boy, look at your 3-point shot. Look, so you know people, they're gonna be making lockdowns. They're gonna be making shooters. Make sure you make, you gotta have 3 people, what? You gotta have at least 2 defenders out there. Somebody that's gonna guard that shooter and somebody that's gonna guard that point guard, my guy. You need to make sure you pick the right build. Don't go out there and think that you're gonna play point guard. And this ain't no shot to people that want to play point guard, because if let's put it like this, if you wanna play point guard, you're gonna be searching up videos on how to be a great point guard, instead of just out there thinking that you're the best. That's what I should say to all the point guards. Don't make a point guard and don't think that you're not gonna be learning the whole season of this whole year. Don't do that. Don't make a shooter and think you about to be out there playing point guard with no ball handle. Don't do that. Make sure you make the right build. Okay, let's get into number 3. Allocating attributes correctly. So how do I know how to allocate my attributes correctly? Well, for one, you don't need to be making a two-way if you don't plan on making a defender, right? You don't need a bunch of strength if you don't plan on being a defender. If you are solely out there just to shoot and sit your ass in that corner on defense, don't waste any points on these attributes, right? And I'm not speaking from experience at all, because I'm not the type of person to sit in the corner. I can do everything. Pass me the ball, I can shoot. Put me on ball, I can get steals, right? Only thing I can't do is play underneath the rim with the center. I'm gonna get dunked on every time. I can try, nigga, I'm gonna go foul out because I'm gonna eventually get mad. But yeah, you wanna make sure you're doing that correctly, man. Make sure you're allocating those points correctly. I will show you this. So look, if you look at this player, there's one thing that I wish I would have done different. Perimeter and steal. I wish I would have switched those two. Why the hell do I need 94 perimeter? I don't. Give me 94 steal. You see how that would be way more valuable, or even 94 block. But then if you upgrade block, it's automatically gonna upgrade your offense and defensive rebound. You feel me? Hopefully they got rid of that, but I was seeing the builder go up and they was upgrading the points in the builder and all these other points was going up. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Why are y'all controlling my player? But yeah. So let's get into number 4, badge selection. So look, what do I mean by badge selection? You can't just go to a list and be like, oh, I want that badge, that badge, that badge, that badge, right? Because if you're more primarily a shooter, I don't think they're gonna give you Hall of Fame unpluckable, right? Or what? Hall of Fame ankle breaker. If you don't have that many points into speed with ball and ball handle, I don't think they're gonna give you that, right? So how can you pick the correct badges for yourself? It all goes into all the other points that I made. If you're making a team, if you're a part of a team, you need to make badges, you need to allocate those points into the attributes that's gonna serve for the team that need those badges, right? If you're the type of, so if you have the point guard, that's the type of point guard that likes to shoot a lot, maybe you need to be the center that has brick wall. A lot of people, see, y'all was sacrificing all your strength. It's like, bro, if you're a big, you need strength. And I'm speaking from experience because I had people that didn't have strength and I didn't understand it. Why don't you have Hall of Fame brick wall? If you're a shooter, why don't you have Hall of Fame limitless? Period, point blank. If you're a defender, why you ain't got Hall of Fame glove? I said pluck. Why you ain't got Hall of Fame badges, bro? You need to go for Hall of Fame badges. You need to go for them badges that's gonna actually have you out there doing something. Because remember, a lot of us, I notice a lot of people play by themselves. So look, I love that y'all probably found this video. Look, you need to be out there focusing on 3-point shot, right? But if you're gonna be having 3-point shot, you can't be plucking, bro. You can't be bouncing that thing. No, pause. Pause. You can't be missing your shots. Let's go there. You can't be missing your shots if you gonna have a shooter, bro. So look, make sure you have a couple of different ways to score. How is that? Laying the ball up. Maybe you like the dunk. So I would say go for either or. If you try to go for both, you're gonna mess up your player and he's not gonna be good at one thing. If you try to be good at everything, you're not gonna be good at nothing. Hear me on that, right? So make sure you're allocating your attribute points for specific badges, right? Posterize it. You wanna have some type of pluckable. Unpluckable is what I'm saying, right? Because you know there's gonna, everybody's seen that you run into the defender and you like what the hell? So this is, bro, I'm trying to tell you, you need to be out there with some type of, so you need to have ball handle, right? You need to have a three, you need to have layup or dunk, and you need to have defense. Speed, I don't necessarily know. The court is bigger, but it's like, how fast do you need to be just to run 10 yards? You know what I'm saying? On average, how far away from are you away from the ball or away from the court? You're not really that far away. You don't need 99 speed unless you're like in the park and you want to be you feel me? You need to focus on specific type of builds, specific type of mindsets. Like I said, you wouldn't need 99 speed unless you were making a specific type of build that was going to fit into a specific type of play style. Don't just go out there and think you're going to make Kobe and he's going to be effective in some type of like San Antonio Spurs play style. They don't even play like that. You hear me? All right. So let's get into number 5. Last but not least. So look, number 5, this is what I use to determine whether my player is going to be good or not. After I've determined what type of attribute, what type of play style I was going to run with, what type of attributes I was going to allocate my points into, what type of badges that I wanted, right? This is okay. Now the dude's standing there. He like, yeah, he balling and everything. He ready to go into MyCareer. No, you're not. Not yet, my guy. Hold up. Pump your brakes. This is what I want y'all to do. I want you to take those same attributes that you put on that player, them same badges that popped up for that player, and I want you to go make a created player and take him into the blacktop. Take him into play now blacktop so you can try and see. Now, what do you want to do when you get into, don't pick players that are shorter than you. Don't pick players that are slower. We're not out there trying to make clips or make you look better. That's not what we're doing. We want you to pick, Kawhi Leonard. Go out there and play against Kawhi Leonard. If you're a 1 through 3 or 1 through 4, right? Because he can play even 4. We want you to play against people that's going to test your mentality. That's going to test your IQ. That's going to test that player. Because if it's easy for you to get past these defenders, it's going to be easy for you to get past the defenders. Now, I would say the majority of defenders, because we know the cream of the crop is like probably maybe like 7, I would say like maybe 8 to 5% of the 2K community. That's the cream of the crop. The players that's really good at the game, right? So make your player, get those attributes, get those badges, put it on that created player, and then go into blacktop. Excuse me. I don't know what I was thinking. Go into play now blacktop. Test that player out. Make sure that is the build that you want. Like I said before though, before we got to number 5, build. What type of play style you want? What type of build you gonna make? What type of attributes you gonna shoot for, right? Attributes that you're gonna allocate into the badges. Then you wanna make that player. Make sure you follow this motherfucking formula, bro. If you don't follow this formula, your ass is gonna be what? You wanna see how many players I got, bro? I got like 6 players. Yes, I went through 6 players before I found this player. You don't wanna be like that. Make the GOAT on day 1. I initially make 2 players, a park player. Well, not necessarily. I would say a player that I feel I would want to have fun with. You feel me? So that can be a park style, like arcadey type player, and then a rec player that's straight comp, right? It's kind of hard for you to determine a comp player day 1, but if you follow this formula, you can align it with the comp style. Because I'm telling you, the majority of the comp players, bro, they're in the builder for damn near 2, 3, 4, 5 days before they head anywhere. They're trying to make the best player. They're trying to break the builder. They're literally in their Discord with a couple of niggas, bro. Hey, bro, did you do that? Hey, what is this? Hey, don't do that. Okay, bet. That's how they be doing that. You got to compete. This is the year for you to be good. This is the year for you to be great. Just listen, man. Try it out. All right. I don't have the game yet. Nobody has the game yet. But as soon as that shit touches down, boy, focus on those 5 aspects. But I'm out.